Hello everyone, my name is Akshita Agrawal and I'm a clinical dietitian. Today we are going to talk about a very important nutrient but very ignored nutrient. We generally don't take care of this nutrient much. We do take balanced diet, we do exercise regularly, we do everything that is important for our health, but we keep forgetting this important nutrient, which is water. So through this video we'll understand all about hydration, all about water, that how important it is for our body, what is the dosage, what are the special group of people who are more prone to getting dehydrated. Then we'll also discuss about the dehydrating beverages, hydrating beverages. So let us start with understanding the importance of hydration. So first of all, water is very important for our kidney function. Like all of us know that kidney is a very vital organ, and it is responsible for clearing all the clearing all the toxins from our body. So people who drink very less water or who are dehydrated are at a risk of kidney issues or kidney disorders. Second important function that it has is related to kidney only, that is your blood pressure management. So people who drink very less water often end up with low blood pressure and therefore may feel weak. Third important function is in the bowel movement. So people who drink very less water can often end up becoming constipated. Next important function of water is to nourish our hair, to nourish our skin and nails. So people who are dehydrated have a lot of hair fall, they may have dull skin, they may have brittle nails. Brittle means any thing that breaks very easily. So some people complain that our nails just simply chip off. There is no particular reason, but they just keep breaking. So you might just be dehydrated. Another important role for hydration is releasing of energy. So whenever we eat food, in the presence of oxygen, it is broken down to release energy. Now for oxygen, our body relies on water greatly, because the molecule of oxygen is also derived from lysis of water. So people who drink very less water, they are often seen to show signs like lethargy and low energy levels. Next important role for hydration or water is that water helps you in maintaining a good weight. So people who are dehydrated would also find it very difficult to lose weight. Some of my patients showed improvement in their weight loss results when they started drinking enough water, because water increases your metabolism. So people who will have low water intake will also have low metabolism. Next important role it has in the health of your muscles and nerves. So people who drink very less water can also have nerve damage, plus they may end up with muscle cramps or muscle damage. So these are by and large the important functions of water. Another important function of water which has been nowadays highlighted is in the period cycles. So females who are dehydrated often report that they have irregular periods. So drinking enough water sometimes easily solves the problem of irregular periods. Now this was about the importance. Now let us discuss that how much water is important, how much water is the minimum quantity that we must take in a day. So if we talk about the minimum, then it is 8 to 10 glasses per day. But if we talk about the optimum, that is what is the ideal water intake for any individual, it is about 3 liters, which is about 10 to 12 glasses. Now there are a certain group of people who are more susceptible to getting dehydrated. So let us discuss about them. People who are diabetic. So as you all know that diabetic people have one of the symptoms as frequent urination. They have to urinate more often as compared to any non-diabetic person. Therefore their tendency to get dehydrated is more. So people who are diabetic must consume more water than normal, which is more than about 10 to 12 glasses. Next group of people who are susceptible to dehydration are people who spend a lot of time around gas or stove, which can be housewives, which can be chefs, because the heat is causing constant evaporation, constant loss of water. Therefore they also should consume more water than usual. Another important group is people who are physically active, who go to gyms or who exercise every day, or who are in, some kind of sports. They also sweat a lot and therefore lose a lot of water, so they are also at a verge of getting dehydrated. Next important group is all the people who are in counseling or teachers. So these people, they talk a lot. So when you are talking, when you are talking with someone, a lot of water is lost through your mouth. So these people are also at a risk of getting dehydrated. Next important are people who travel a lot. Nowadays, due to coronavirus, there is not much traveling that is happening, but since it is important, so I thought to include it in my video. People who travel a lot by air are also susceptible to dehydration, because when you travel by air, a lot of water is lost due to the atmosphere that is there in the airplane. Another set of people who are prone to getting dehydrated are tall people. People who are taller are much likely to get dehydrated than people who are shorter in height. This is because of the large surface area that they have. Now these are the people who should take special care of drinking more water. There are certain conditions which inhibit you from taking a lot of water. First condition can be cardiac issues. People who have any kind of heart disorder, they should check with their doctor that how much water they should drink. There may be some water restrictions which are applicable. Second is kidney problems. People who have some kind of kidney issue may also be on a water restricted diet. So they should check with their doctor that how much water they are allowed to drink. Now let us move on to the beverages which will hydrate you, beverages which will help you in increasing water in your body. So all the beverages which are made up of milk will help you. So for example, shakes, all the flavored milk and even plain milk. All the beverages which are made out of curd will help you. So lassis and your buttermilk, charge, they will help you. Next is coconut water, very hydrating. Lemonade is very hydrating. Then moving on to your soups, whoever likes hot beverages, soups are also very hydrating. Fruit juices are very hydrating. Bale sharbat has a special cooling effect on your body. If you're trying to hydrate yourself during summers, then bale sharbat is ideal to take. Then other beverages which are water based will also help you, like various sharbats, jaljeera, etc., aam panna, etc. Then let us talk about the beverages which will dehydrate you. So all the people who take a lot of tea or coffee, they can end up being dehydrated, because tea and coffee are very dehydrating. So more than 2 to 3 cups of tea or coffee is not suggested. So even iced tea can dehydrate you, even cold coffee can dehydrate you. So be careful when you're planning them in your diet. Next, all the cola drinkers, all the people who likes taking a lot of soft drinks, a lot of cold drinks which contain caffeine, they can also become dehydrated. These also predispose you to dehydration. So when you are taking these beverages, please bear in mind that they are dehydrating. Take them for taste, not for hydrating yourself. Do not replace them with plain water. Another important thing about getting dehydrated, few other practices which can leave you dehydrated are: if you are consuming a salt-free diet, since salt retains water in your body, if you are taking a salt-free diet, it can dehydrate you. If you are consuming low carbohydrate diet, because carbohydrates also retain water in your body, so people who consume low carbohydrate diet, they can also become dehydrated. People who take very high protein diet. So whenever we are planning a diet, there is a proportion of carbohydrate and protein. We call it carbohydrate protein ratio. So people who take very high protein and very low carbohydrate ratio diets also end up becoming dehydrated. So this is all about which practices can make you dehydrated. Now there are some tips that I would like to give you for staying hydrated, for all the things that you need to know around water and hydration. So first and foremost is that certain of my patients, they complain that Akshata, it's very difficult to drink 12 glasses of water in a single go, because when we drink one entire glass of water, our stomach is bloated and we feel very heavy. So completing 12 glasses of water becomes impossible during the day. So here is a tip that can come handy. What you can do is you can take a bottle, you can fill it up and keep it wherever you are sitting. Whether you're watching TV, you're doing some work, you are in kitchen, wherever you are, just keep your bottle with you and keep sipping the water throughout the day. So like this, completing 3 bottles of water of 1 liter each will not be difficult. Next important tip is that taking lukewarm water or hot water immediately after your meals, that is within 30 minutes of your meals, will help you in boosting your digestion. Secondly, it will help in the easy passage of the water, easy passage of the food in your gut. So from this, some people say that you should not drink water after taking your meals. So here is the fact about it, that why it is said that water should not be taken along with your meals or soon after your meals is because all the juices, digestive juices that were produced, that was released in your stomach to digest that food, they get diluted when you drink a lot of water together. That is, you drank an entire glass of water together, or you were drinking water right before taking your meal. So what you should rather do is you should take water in a sip by sip fashion, even if you're taking the water along with your food or soon after your meal is over. If you take it in one go, then the dilution will happen, but if you take it in a sip by sip manner, then there is no harm. So I hope I have been able to give you some information about hydration, how important it is, what is the right dosage, which people should be more careful, and what are the beverages you should and you should not take. If you like this video, do share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.